Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. If you're new, welcome. This is a general collective reading for your sign for January 21, and I wish you a very, very happy new year and all of the best for the unrolling of 21. And if you are tracking some other aspect of your chart, like your rising sign or your moon placement or your Venus placement or some other aspect, then you can cross-watch to my other videos. You'll get more insights there. All my details are in the drop-down box below. You can do a private booking through my website. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I do daily posts and then also weekly readings on there. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, as that helps to move the videos around YouTube for more people to see. I normally do 3 house placements and then expand from there. Okay, so we've got 10th house coming up. Got 9th house. And we've got 12th house. Let's get some astrological guidance now. We've got Grand Cross Provoker. We've got Fire Element for the 9th house. And we've got South Node for the 12th house. Bottom of the astrological deck is Jupiter Abundance. So something nice coming in for you. Something to brighten things up. Let's get some goddess guidance. We've got Isis Past Life. And then we've got Coventina for 9th house. Abundantia for 12th house. Bottom of the the goddess deck is Rhiannon Sorceress. It's the card of manifestation. Let's get some fairy tarot now. Oh, got 2 out there. The world, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. And then I'll put this at the bottom of the deck. King of Winter, knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. So this would be the King of Swords. Get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, unemotional relationships. So it looks like you have quite a bit of like career issues coming up, or just general advice in some aspect. Let's get there we go, we've got risk. Okay, this one's at the bottom. Let's get that as well. Harmony. Okay. All right, so all right, I think let's start here. 10th house. This is the house of career. It's the house of fame, reputation, and also your public status. So it's your position in the world, or how other people see you, and so on. So it's a powerhouse. It can also be an authority figure in your life that you are involved with or you're dealing with, or it could be like a mentor or a guru or even a father figure or some other person. It could even be a boss, somebody that is in your workplace, or it could be somebody that is involved, in directing your life in some way or helping you in some way. It can also be an authoritative institution like the government or the military or a legal institution or even a learning institution. Any of those can come in with this 10th house. So we've got here at the bottom Grand Cross Provoker. So this is like a lot of hard angles bearing down on you at the same time. So what this does is it builds up inner strength, inner resilience, and the ability to multitask, the ability to manage multiple things happening at once. So it looks like it's coming up in your 10th house. So it could have a very strong career focus. But it could also be, it could even be sort of business related, something like that. But it's about having either multiple tasks which you are trying to get on top of, or it could be multiple situations or issues coming up to be dealt with at the same time. So what this does is it does put you under quite a bit of pressure, but it's a catalyst for change, this energy. So it puts you under a lot of pressure so that you're kind of forced to make a plan and to actually use all your skills, all your talents. So there is juggling involved in that. But as long as you're moving forward, then that's fine. But if you're juggling and standing still, then that's when the frustration comes in. Or it could also be multiple things coming at you in waves. No sooner do you solve one thing, then something else comes to replace it, or you have one or two or three things coming at you at the same time. It's that kind of energy. But it's about managing your time. So time management is very important with this. Also prioritizing. Very, very strict priority list. Only put on there what you can absolutely cope with. So with Grand Cross Provoker, with the priority list, make sure that it is items that you can actually 100% cope with. Don't put so much on there that it becomes unmanageable, because then you will just put yourself under even more pressure. So have a very strict, very tight priority listing of what it is that you're wanting to work through and what you can actually cope with on a daily or a weekly basis or whatever it might be. And it's also going to involve communicating with others, maybe delegating or spreading the workload, whatever it may be. But it really is kind of like personal pressure. Once you've got through this period, then you will be successful. You will learn a lot through this. Because it builds up that inner strength and that inner knowing about, just being able to manage your time and manage your resources, and also your set your priorities and to stick with that. So, but it will be quite a pressure-filled time in some way, shape, or form. As I said, it could also be with experiences or situations coming up to deal with, one thing after another, just coming in, and it does put you under quite a bit of pressure. Then we've got here Isis past life. This situation involves your past life memories. So whatever is going down in this house, it could be person related. So it could be an authority figure, somebody like a boss or some other figure in your life, whether it's masculine or feminine, but an authority figure that may actually be putting you under quite a bit of pressure. So this is actually it can actually be related to past life. So this would then be something that is that it might have a ring of familiarity to it, or some kind of aspect that is kind of familiar to you, or it's you kind of get the feeling that you've you've got a deep connection with this person in some way, and you may be working through various issues, trying to sort things out. So it could bring all of that up for you. And it's just to say that this is a past life issue. If it's to do with situations and not necessarily people related, then it's various aspects from other lifetimes which are coming up to be dealt with. But it can also be fears. So fears of past situations which may be coming up in you, and it's to do with perhaps some aspect of this 10th house, which is kind of bringing up feelings of fear, or not having confidence to move forward. And what she's saying is that don't allow these past fears, ancient worries, from previous lifetimes where certain things went down and kind of resonated so deeply with you or hurt you so deeply, or it was just very difficult and it's kind of left a residue. So what happens is these things come up again for you to deal with. To air them and resolve them once and for all. So don't allow these ancient fears and worries or issues to hold you back from moving forward. Don't allow them to get in your way. Just accept that it's come up for you to deal with. And you may, as I said, if it's an authority figure, you may have to work with that. You may have to stand your ground. You may have to be dealing with these issues. But it's going to come up in some way, shape, or form. But she's saying that don't allow those old fears, those old feelings of being very uncomfortable or insecure to hold you back. Then we've got here the 9th house. This is the house of it's the house of faith. It's the house of wisdom, belief systems. And it's also the house of intuition, everything to do with your intuition. So your intuition could be really powerful at this time. It's also religion and philosophy, all of those sort of interrelated subjects. Any belief system that you have. It could even be a general belief system about the world, or something that you viewed in the world and you've seen it to be, this is, well, how things are. And then something occurs in your life and you realize that things are not like that at all. So it can be a sort of quite a shift, but it can also be about the law. So the law may be coming up in the 9th house, or it's the higher courts also come in together with the law. So a legal thing may be coming up. But this is also the 9th house is also the house of international travel or long distance travel. So that may be relevant for you. It's also got the air of adventure and exploration, trying new things, but it's wrapped up with traveling or adventuring, and also foreign things, foreign cultures, foreign countries. You could also be communicating with others who are foreign, whether it's electronically or however. And there's also the learning side of it. So this can be higher learning, which would be university level, or it could be adult education and everything that goes with that. And that may also be bringing foreign things in. So this could be foreign concepts, foreign cultures, or foreign people as well. It may also be dealing with in-laws, if that is relevant for you. So that's the relationship around that. But it's ultimately the searching for meaning, for purpose, for the underlying meaning in life, seeking truth, and so on. It can also bring in the movement of knowledge into the world, and this can be via publishing or teaching or public relations, promotional work, that sort of thing. So any one of those areas may be appropriate for you. So now we've got fire element desire here, and we've got Coventina purification at the top. So what this is saying to me is that you need to absolutely clear out old ways of doing things or thinking, belief systems, aspects of your life that have shaped your life up until now. Some sort of detox or purification or release is required here. So it's saying here it's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and your mind. So this may be, it may be appropriate for you to be going on some sort of trip away where you can actually have a detox and work on your well-being, your physical well-being, your diet, what you're taking into your body, all of that. But it can also be what you're taking into your body via your visual side. So this can be exposure to media, electronic things, and also watching things, whether it's the news and things like that. It can also be via any media, really, but it can also be obviously interacting with others. But it seems to me that you're having some kind of epiphany here, because fire element desire will bring that in. It will bring in, it's like an epiphany or some sort of turning point in your life, where it's a clearing away of the old to make way for the new. It's a very fiery energy. It's got a scorched earth policy about it, so that may be applicable for some of you. Or it could just be a general realization about certain things and actually becoming enthusiastic about what it is that you want to go after, or what is coming up for you in the ninth house. Or it could be that you're starting afresh with something. You're clearing away old things, or what was there before. You're clearing that away to start new things, to plant fresh things, to clear. You're going to clear the ground to start again. And that may involve a detox of some kind. As I said, this can be attitudes, ideas, beliefs, and your intuition will be strong because you've got fire there, and this is the ninth house. It can also be about certain truths coming to light. So you have to let go of certain things because these truths become undeniable. You're actually going to see certain things just you realize certain things, and now you've got to change your belief systems, how you've shaped your life, your view towards certain things, and it's all about that, the seeking of truth and finding it, certainly with the fire element. It can also be the desire for something. You may suddenly get the urge to release a whole lot of things in order to pursue something which is important for you. So whether this is an educational thing, or a written thing, like publishing, or it could be to do with travel. Some aspect of your life is getting a shift, and it's requiring a change of perspective here. A clearing of the decks so that you can bring in fresh ideas and go after what it is that you want, the desire of what it is that you want, and the moving forward of that. So it's kind of that seek and claim. It's got that energy about it. It's going after something, and you get the energy, you get the enthusiasm, and this is about clearing the decks in order to go about that. But there will be some letting go and shifting and changing and purification, and actually changing the way you have been, or the belief systems that have shaped your life this far, or just detoxing in general from various things, clearing away. Then we've got the 12th house, which is the house of, it can be the house of escape, but this can also just be escape as in a retreat, or like a meditative retreat, or a yoga retreat, or some other kind of getaway, just to go and possibly to detox, but also to just have a break. And that may be international for you, but it's also just to remove yourself from what has been very difficult for many, difficult year for many people. It could also be family situations. You just need to retreat, to go into yourself and have a break. It's also the house of the unconscious, really. So everything that goes on in your unconscious, which rules about 90% of our lives. So it's your internal programming, complexities, behaviors, and also those inner parts of yourself which people don't normally see. It's what goes on in the background. And it can also be your dream life, or your own actual dreams about what you want in the future. But it's more like on a sort of a divine platform. It's your dreams revealed to you via the divine, and this can be in the sleep state, or in like lucid dreaming. So you may get a lot of psychic intuitions, or knowledge, whether it's from downloads, or just suddenly being aware of certain things. It's also the house of karmic things, karmic people, and karmic situations that come up, things that just come up. We all come into our lifetimes with certain people, and with certain circumstances which we need to work through during the course of our lifetime. So this is completely normal, and the 12th house covers all of that. So there may be situations from the past, or certain people in your life which you kind of need to resolve issues with, or to move on from, or you may have new ones coming in. But normally, in order to bring the new things in, you've got to release certain things as well. So it's got that aspect to it. And it can also be about being addicted to certain things. And this could be a number of things. It can be substances, it can be sugar, it can be any kind of substance, really. It can also be media, being addicted to media and constantly on your phone, things like that. Whatever you feel, and I'm quite sure you will know if that is appropriate for you in this 12th house. But it's also the house of service to others. So this may be appropriate for some of you where you are in service work to others, or you are in a profession which does that. Or you may just be interested in that in some way, shape, or form. Um, and it can also be, it's also to do with, also the house of twin flames, or certainly very deep connections. And this is why it's karmic. Certain aspects may be coming in for you to deal with as well. Could be soulmates. But so it's got a, it's a very mystical house. It is the house of your spiritual life, your meditation, mysticism, and also healing comes in here. So whether you are giving healing in service work to others, or whether you are receiving healing yourself, or sometimes the two are interrelated, you receive healing while you are helping others. So it's got that aspect to it. But it's a connection to the divine, imagination, the fantasy realms. All of that comes in with the 12th house. It's ruled by Neptune, so it's the connection to the divine through those realms, imagination, inspiration, and just divinity, you know. Okay, so we've got here South Node, life's debts. So I do feel that this may be some issues that you are now overcoming in some way, because at the top you've got abundancia, prosperity. So the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So this can be inspirations, imagination. It could be monetary, but this is because it's in the 12th house. It seems to me like it could be people related, as in karmic people coming into your life now to assist you, like soulmates. Or it could be, some sort of support, or some sort of abundance which is coming in for you. If it is twin flame or soulmate related, it could be their support, or you're meeting them at this time. But it's some sort of prosperity which can be health and general well-being. It can also be overcoming certain things in your life which have held you back for a long time. Whether this is energetic or emotional or substance related is dependent on you and where you are in your life. So it seems to me that you're overcoming something here, and you're freeing yourself from something. And this is where the abundance and the support comes in. However it comes into you, it's going to help you in some way to, it could be being open to receiving ideas or inspirations from heaven, or divine intervention could even come in with this. But you're going to need it, because the South Node is about life's debts. This is about letting go of the past. This is about letting go of baggage, letting go of karmic contracts, or even situations like perhaps a workplace, or some other situation in your life which is now it's finished, it's outlived its purposeful entry into your life, why it was in your life, and you just need to resolve and close off. The 12th house can also be about resolution and ending. So certain things need to be ended here, whether it's an energetic, like for instance some sort of emotion which you've been struggling with and you need to overcome and free yourself from that, or whether it's an attitude or a belief that you've had about yourself, or some sort of unconscious programming which you have either inherited from your parents, or something that you saw growing up and it's held you back. It's become an inhibition. It's almost like a self-sabotage or a self-undoing. All of these aspects come in with this, but this is about letting that go. You need to drop that baggage. You need to overcome that, let go of those things, resolve what you can, get closure. Because this is about the past. This needs to go into the past. You may even have some doors slamming now with the South Node. That can happen where things close and you cannot go back. You've now simply got to move forward, because your future is waiting for you. The South Node deals with the past, the North Node deals with the future. But in order to move forward into your future and to this, wonderful prosperity or abundance or whatever it is that's coming in for you, you've got support here. It's about releasing yourself from having your energy stuck there in those situations or relationships or whatever it is, releasing yourself from those situations so that you can move forward. Closing doors, closure, resolving, ending things, sorting things out, overcoming, releasing, whatever it may be for you. But it's about that. It can be quite a significant turning point for you. It could be quite a bumpy ride. It will certainly get you out of, you'll be very uncomfortable where you have been, and you will be pushed to come out of that uncomfortable spot so that you can move forward. That's what the South Node will bring in for you. And we've got here the harmony coming in. So all of this is to push you into a place of harmony, to get you in a position which is going to be more comfortable for you, and just to tidy things up, resolve things, detox, deal with past life, which is karmic. 12th house, South Node is all about things, and you've got help. You've got help coming in. You've got Abundance to help you. And working with Coventina as well will help you to release certain things. Just to simplify your life, get healthy, deal with your well-being, and also let go of things which are inhibiting you in some way. And release. It's all about releasing. And once you do the releasing and you deal with the connections that you're going to have possibly supportive connections, or you may have karmic situations which need to be dealt with and may have come up from past life, and you're here to deal with them now, and all of it is to bring harmony into your life. And then we've got risk here, so there is some sort of aspect to do with that coming in, where you may just need to take a chance on something to move yourself forward, so just bear that in mind. And then we've got here Rhiannon. So very much this does go with the 12th house. We've got Rhiannon Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So this is about actually working on your intentions, what it is you want for yourself going forward, and speaking positive, thinking positive. You really have to psych yourself up. You've got to speak these things into existence. You've got to weave your magic, your words, which are spells, So think about what you want to say. Think about what you're saying to yourself, your own self-talk. Let go of the self-judgment, and let go of other aspects of negative self-talk or negative thinking. Think positive things. Work on positive outcomes. Speak them into existence. And you will be able to weave your magic. All of us have a sort of source of magic within us, whatever it is. Each one has got certain aspects to them which are magical. And whatever is your affinity, whatever your talents, your abilities are, your skills, whatever it may be, it could be a simple thing. But it's you, it's what you do and how you do it that is your form of magic. So work that magic to bring you what you desire. A full moon may be important for you. So something coming up. Also spend time in nature. That's going to help you to ground yourself and to actually soak up nature, which does help you to raise your vibration, to bring in your magical abilities, to actually activate those sorts of things in you. Then we've got here at the bottom, we've got Jupiter abundance. So definitely you've got abundance mentioned twice here. So abundance is coming in for you. So this may be monetary with this, but it can also be support. It can be rescue. It can be faith. It can be happiness, joy. Normally it brings in joy and happiness. That's what it brings, but it can also be wrapped up in something else. But it normally brings in a much lighter environment, happiness, joy, gratitude, generosity, and also it could also be some sort of reward or acknowledgement, but it's normally brings in a happiness, joy, and abundance of some form, whatever it is. It could even be love. It could be, as I said, some sort of support base, or something that comes in to help you just when you need it. So whatever this may be, it's going to come in for you. It's not a very long-lasting energy, so make sure that whatever opportunities or anything that comes to you, and you recognize it as such, go after it and anchor it down for yourself. You still need to work at it and bring it into your life and make the best use out of whatever is coming in for you as a form of support or abundance or a windfall or whatever it may be. And then just for the Fairy Tarot, we've got the World, as I said, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So this ties up with the South Node, with the 12th house, and with Coventina and past life. It's tying in, so to say that whatever you've been working on, some of you may be ahead of the others where you've already dealt with all these past things, you've resolved what you need to do, you've put things to bed, you've got closure. That may already have happened. Others may still be moving through that process. So this is just to give you encouragement that a journey is going to be completing, or if it has not already completed. And this is about, moving on in the world, meeting the world in some way, which is very much a ninth house thing. So it's about releasing yourself into the world in some way, shape, or form. And it could be in publishing or teaching or promotional work of some sort. But it could also be about steering your path in some way. But you're going to have some success and you're going to have a bit of freedom. And the Jupiter abundance will certainly help to bring that in for you. It brings in these lovely optimistic energies. It will bring all of that in for you, and possibly abundance of some sort. And it could be a windfall of some sort. Then the bottom of the fairy tarot is King of Winter. So you could have a mentor or some sort of figure that you look up to in your life, and they are exhibiting this knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional, and this person is very mental oriented and precise, and it says here, get advice from someone professional and objective. So King of Swords or King of Winter would be objective, and they look at everything from a mental perspective. So this could be somebody coming in to help you at this time, or to give you advice, or just to guide you or steer you or to assist you, or it could be a boss even. And it says public speaking, unemotional relationships. So that can come in because it's the swords, it's a mental energy. It's not necessarily emotional. So this is just saying that, this may be business related, or it could be a figure that or some figure that's coming in to assist you at this time. And also with the ninth house, it could also be that public speaking, some sort of promotional work may be required from you at this time. Okay, Virgo, hope you enjoyed that. Please have a wonderful, wonderful month. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Take care, and I will see you next time.